It's the Shay Gray Hay, and I'm here with the word of encouragement from Daddy God. So, right now, the Lord has just really been pressing me to talk about suffering. So, one of the prophets that I watched, she spoke yesterday about it being the hour of Job. And we know that the Lord suggested Job to the enemy, to the devil, to have everything taken away from him. And God just kind of went on deeper in Revelation with me about it, and He was just like, the reason that He trusts us with suffering is because He truly loves us, and He wants to see if we truly love Him. Like, He's only gonna trust you with suffering if he knows that you're not going to come up against him, because at the end of the day, he wants to get the glory, and he gets the glory by in the instance of Job, showing the enemy that it's nothing that you can do to my people where they will turn from me. If you're truly a righteous man or woman of God, there's nothing that you will go through in this life that will turn you away from the Father when He has given you His heart. Like, you know, um, so I just see that a lot of us are suffering right now, but He does continue to go on and tell me that the suffering is nothing compared to the glory. But if you're struggling and you're suffering, you really need to check your heart posture and see. And I mean, like, if you're struggling, like you cursing God or you trying to step out of line with God, well, maybe it's because your heart still needs to be purified a little bit more. You need to be crushed a little bit more to not idolize your promises or the promises of God or the glory of God, Like, it's really just all about love. Like, at the end of the day, He wants to know that you truly love Him and that He can trust you with anything, because there's knowledge that He wants to reveal to you, but He has to see that He can trust you first. There's levels that He wants to take you to, but He wants to make sure you're equipped for them, and He equips us by allowing afflictions to come into our lives, because Romans 5:3-5 tells us that we should boast about our afflictions because it produces endurance. Oh, shut the and endurance ends up producing hope. And that is, hope is one of the biggest things that we need to continue to be encouraged to keep going forward. This life of faith is not easy, but I can look back on my journey and see the growth, my mind and just my ways. Like, I'm not the same person, and that's more of a reward than anything materialistic, because now I know that when I get it, I can sustain it. So hang in there. It's gonna be worth it. Keep pressing.